picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the James Madison Dukes and the UCLA Bruins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. He is so excited to bring his team here into the home of a Big Ten opponent. He's aware that a lot of guys here are playing with a chip on their shoulder, under-recruited, not appreciated, maybe overlooked by some of these Big Ten teams. But they want to prove they're just as good, maybe even improve their stock in the portal for next season. We'll see how it plays out here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Keller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And that one's incomplete. The Dukes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Iamaleava. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running inside. It's Knight. Maybe a crease. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Iamaleava finds his man. It's Matthews. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Unloads it left. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Defense wants to bring the heat. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Keller. All down, but he has does enough to move the chains. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And
There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with Coach Shane Beamer before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds a man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. A strike downfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The run inside. It's Knight. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Clark. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava makes the grab. It's Thomas. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Bruins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to... the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He gets a block. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The short hands, it's Sellers. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Turning on the, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Run in the red zone. It's Thomas. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Throwing, Iamaleava makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Yes, sir. EA. Good defense, man. Good defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go play action with Sellers. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Harbor. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there.
Makes a grab.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way.
And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Iamaleava bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's going to run it. Here's a little room there. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defense...
Looking for a deep man. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Thomas. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Bruins in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Sellers on the play action. That's reeled in. It's Hunt. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Plucks it out of the air.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Might be calling a hot route. Iamaleava. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Hard running there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Got a man, it's Knight. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Here's a heat. Going right and going deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's covered.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turns it on him. Snags it, and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Nickelback on the field, looking past as they try to keep this a one-possession game in the fourth. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires left. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost.